And those are just general admission tickets. If you want to see, some of those are going for over $1,000.
To see tickets at the Target Center in Minnesota selling for as low as $10.
Ticket prices for the WNBA playoffs have plummeted to just $10. And no, that's not a joke. Some seats are literally going for $10. Not long ago, close-up tickets to Caitlin Clark's games were selling for thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, playoff tickets for the Suns games last week were as low as $65. You could sit right behind the bench with a perfect view of the court. It's honestly sad to see. Fans just aren't showing up anymore. Nobody seems interested in watching DJ Carrington's cheap shot antics, and the league's energy has clearly taken a hit. The WNBA could have made a fortune this postseason if the Fever had been allowed to host their playoff games instead of being sidelined. Imagine what those final prices would have looked like with Caitlin Clark on the court. It would have been insane.
Wherever she goes, ratings follow. The WNBA draft, the doubleheader to open the NBA season. Ratings.
The WNBA needs to start protecting its players, especially Caitlin Clark. She's the reason millions of new fans tuned in this season. She carried one of the league's weakest rosters all the way to the playoffs, all while dealing with biased officiating, players targeting her, and constant media negativity. Despite all of that, she still rose above it and delivered. Caitlin didn't just play, she elevated the entire league. It's time the WNBA shows her the same respect and protection she's earned.
Just an amazing passer.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most creative passers I've ever seen, along with the Magic Johnson, that type of passer. She makes long, short pass, bounce pass. I mean, incredible passes. And her teammates have been really good. They catch them and they finish. I mean, they've done a really good job with her.
Caitlin Clark didn't just raise the bar. She rewrote the WNBA's value. Her arrival didn't only boost ticket sales. It elevated player pay and turned the league into must-watch entertainment. Now you've got players like Angel Reese bragging about their new salaries. But let's be honest, if it weren't for Caitlin, nobody would even be paying attention. Fast forward to now, and the league is facing a harsh reality. Ticket prices for the WNBA Finals have crashed, dropping from the thousands they went for during Clark's electric regular season run to as low as double digits. The reason? Caitlin's not there. Without her, the buzz has vanished. Stadiums that were once packed to the brim for her games are struggling to fill seats, and the energy that defined the season has all but disappeared. Just a few months ago, fans were paying thousands just to watch her play live. Every game was an event, every appearance a spectacle. When she led the Fever to the playoffs, excitement hit an all-time high. But the moment she was out, that energy collapsed. Now, the WNBA is slashing prices just to make arenas look full, trying to mask the reality that the spark is gone. It's undeniable. Caitlin Clark's absence has left a gaping void. She was the heartbeat of the league's momentum, and without her, the WNBA is struggling to keep fans engaged and the stands filled.
Clark is setting records once again. Why would she not? This Sunday's game between number 5 Iowa versus number 2 Ohio State is the most expensive ticket in women's basketball, WNBA or NCAA women's on record. The current get-in price is almost $500.
There's no question. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw the WNBA has ever seen. She's the reason fans are tuning in, arenas are selling out, and the league is even part of mainstream conversation. But now, rumors of Clark possibly taking her talents overseas to Europe have the WNBA on edge. If that happens, it would be a massive blow, and honestly, one the league might deserve. Caitlin would instantly bring record-breaking viewership and attention to any international league she joins, while the WNBA would risk slipping right back to where it started before she arrived. After the way she's been treated this season, from cheap shots on the court to constant disrespect from players, refs, and even parts of the media, many fans are actually encouraging her to go. They're saying she should take her talent somewhere she'll be valued and protected. If she does, the WNBA might finally realize just how much it took Caitlin Clark for granted.
There could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer.
If Caitlin Clark were to make the leap to an international league, it's hard to imagine how the WNBA could sustain its newfound fan base without her magnetic presence. Overseas leagues are already preparing to capitalize on her global star power, and if she signs with a European team, the WNBA would face a major drop in attention and engagement. Fans who followed her every move this season would likely shift their focus abroad, leaving the league struggling to hold on to the momentum she built. Clark's potential departure could set the WNBA back years. Despite the record-breaking ratings, sold-out arenas, and massive revenue she's brought in, the league still hasn't done enough to support her. Whether it's protecting her from constant targeting by opposing players or giving her the platform she deserves, the WNBA has repeatedly fallen short. Now those shortcomings are catching up. The consequences are becoming painfully clear. Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA risks losing not just a player, but the very spark that reignited national interest in women's basketball.
We got a lot of players, a lot of these wonderful ladies who bust their tail to make the WNBA what it was. Here's the reality. It wasn't what it is. The quality of basketball may have been up to snuff, and you had somebody as popular as Cheryl Swoops who had her own signature shoe, had to deal with Nike and all of this other stuff. But the bottom line is, very few people gave a damn.
Caitlin Clark sidelined from the playoffs. The excitement that once surrounded the WNBA has evaporated. Ticket sales have taken a dramatic nosedive, and the energy that filled arenas during her games is nowhere to be found. Fans who were once lining up to witness her dynamic performances are now tuning out, leaving the league scrambling to sell tickets for what should have been its biggest games of the year. The WNBA, which seemed on the verge of a true breakthrough season, now faces a harsh reality. Without Clark, it's struggling to sustain fan engagement and keep momentum alive. In just a few short weeks, the league has experienced one of the steepest declines in attendance and interest in its history. Not long ago, arenas were packed to capacity to watch Clark play. Now, the league is practically begging fans to attend the finals. It's a stunning reversal that highlights just how much the WNBA had come to depend on Clark's presence. She didn't just elevate her team, she elevated the entire league. Every game she played became a marquee event, drawing national buzz and new fans by the millions. Without her, the league is facing an uphill battle to stay relevant, as that spark of excitement has faded. To make matters worse, reports of players grumbling about pay disparities and even hinting at a possible strike reveal growing tension behind the scenes. Much of it fueled by jealousy over the attention and earnings Clark has rightfully earned. To put things in perspective, had Caitlin Clark been in the WNBA Finals, front row seats could have easily sold for $20,000 or more. The demand would have been off the charts. Celebrities, fans, and media all vying to be part of what could have been the most anticipated finals in league history. Instead, ticket prices have plummeted to rock-bottom levels, and the energy that once made the WNBA must-watch has all but disappeared. Without Caitlin Clark, the league's growth has stalled, a sobering reminder that one player's impact can define the fate of an entire sport.